Good morning, students. In our previous lecture, we discussed with you how the atomic orbital combines to form a molecular orbitals. They may be bonding or they may be anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Now today we will discuss how the energy level diagram for molecular orbital is to be constructed. In fact, this can be constructed or this will be made only after we know how to write down the molecular orbital configuration. Before I proceed further, we must remember that the relative energies of a molecular orbital depends on the two factors. Number one is the energies of atomic orbital combining to form the molecular orbital and the extent of overlapping between the atomic orbital. So, the relative energies of molecular orbitals depends on the following factors. Depends on, number one is the energies of atomic orbital combining to form molecular orbital. First will be the energies of atomic orbitals combining to form molecular orbital. Energies of atomic orbital combining to form molecular orbitals. Am I clear? And number second will be the extent of overlapping of atomic orbitals. B over here will be the extent of overlapping of atomic orbital. Extent of overlapping of atomic orbitals. Extent of overlapping of atomic orbitals. Now student, experimentally it has been found out that the energy level sequence for the molecular orbital with Z greater than 7 and less than 7. Always remember, for molecules with Z is an atomic number, greater than 7. As for example, oxygen, O2 positive, O2 negative, fluorine, etc. Energy level experimentally determined energy level sequence. Experimentally determined the energy level sequence will be sigma 1s will be less than sigma 2s. So, experimentally determined is energy level sequence. Experimentally determined energy level sequence. Experimentally determined energy level sequence is sigma 1s will be less than sigma anti-bonding 1s. Am I clear? Which will be less than sigma 2s, which again will be less than sigma anti-bonding 2s. Is it clear or not? Which will be less than sigma 2pz, less than sigma 2pz, which will be less than pi 2px, which will be equivalent to pi 2py. Am I getting clear? Which again will be less than pi anti-bonding 2px, which will be equivalent to pi anti-bonding 2py, which will be less than sigma anti-bonding 2pz molecular orbital. I think I shall be very clear. So when the electrons are to be distributed in various molecular orbital, what will be the energy level sequence for the molecular orbital? This will be the energy level sequence for the molecular orbital for the molecules where atomic number will be greater than 7. This will be sigma 1s will be less than antibonding sigma 1s. Sigma 2s will be less than sigma antibonding 2s. Sigma 2pz will be less than pi 2px, which will be equivalent to pi 2py, which will be less than pi antibonding 2px and pi antibonding 2py, which will be less than sigma antibonding 2pz molecular orbital. Then for molecules with Z less than 7, for molecules with Z less than 7. Example over here, we may take the molecule like beryllium molecule, like carbon molecule. It is another case whether they are possible or not. We may take the molecule like hydrogen molecule, H2 positive molecule, H2 negative molecule. In this case, the energy level sequence will be sigma 1s will be less than sigma antibonding 1s, which again will be less than sigma 2s, which will be less than sigma antibonding 2s. Now, here is a point of a difference. Here sigma 2pz was before pi 2px and pi 2py. But with z less than 7, this will be less than pi 2px, which will be equal to pi 2py. Am I clear? It will be less than sigma 2pz, which will be less than, just see, here the sigma 2pz comes before pi 2px and pi 2py. Here the sigma 2pz comes after pi 2px and pi 2py. This will be less than pi antibonding 2px, which will be equal to pi antibonding 2py, which will be less than sigma antibonding 2pz. Sigma antibonding 2pz molecular orbital. Am I clear, student? Now, here one point is to be noted. Sigma 2pz, just see this one, is before pi 2px and pi 2py. Here sigma 2pz is after pi 2px and pi 2py. Fine. What is the reason behind this? The main reason for the difference in the sequence of sigma 2pz is the interaction between sigma 2pz and pi 2px and 2py orbital. In the case of sigma 2pz, in the case of z greater than 7, the interaction between sigma 2pz and pi orbitals are less, so there won't be any repulsion. So sigma 2pz comes before pi 2px. Am I clear? But in the orbital where z is less than 7, sigma 2pz comes after pi 2px because the level of interaction is high and there occurs a repulsion. So reason for this. The main reason for the change, in sequence of 2pz orbital is the interaction of sigma 2pz orbital. Of sigma 2pz orbital is interaction of sigma 2pz and pi 2px and pi 2py orbitals. Pi 2px and pi 2py orbital. Am I clear? With z greater than 7, interaction is less. With Z greater than 7, interaction is less. Hence sigma 2pz. Hence sigma 2pz comes before pi 2px and pi 2py orbital. Pi 2px and pi 2py orbital. However, with Z less than 7, interaction is more. Interaction is more. So there occurs a repulsion. So there occurs a repulsion. Hence the energies of sigma 2pz is more than pi 2px and pi 2py. That is, sigma 2pz comes after pi 2px and pi 2py. Tell me whether I am getting it clear for you or not. Yes or not? So you need to learn this molecular orbital sequence, energy level sequence. For Z greater than 7, sigma 1s is less than sigma antibonding 1s, sigma 2s is less than sigma antibonding 2s, which will be less than sigma 2pz, less than pi 2px and pi 2py, which will be less than pi antibonding 2px 2py, which will be less than sigma antibonding 2pz. And for Z less than 7, the only point of difference is sigma 2pz comes after pi 2px and pi 2py. Now what is to be done? We will be distributing the electrons in the molecular orbitals. So when we will be distributing the electrons in the molecular orbitals, so we must know what are the various rules for filling the molecular orbitals. As far as the rules for filling the molecular orbital is considered, the rules are same as that was in the case of atomic orbitals. And what was those? The orbital with the lowest energy is filled up first. Each orbital can accommodate maximum of 2 electrons. And if the orbitals are having a same energy, then first of all they are to be filled up singly, and only after that the pairing of the electron is to be done. So rules for filling the molecular orbital. Rules for filling molecular orbitals. Rules for filling molecular orbitals. What are the various rules for filling the molecular orbitals? The first rule will be the molecular orbital having lower energy is filled up first. The molecular orbital having lower energy, molecular orbital having lower energy is filled first. Having lower energy is filled first. Molecular orbital having lower energy is filled first. Am I clear? It is similar to the Aufbau principle for the atomic orbital. Second, each molecular orbital can accommodate maximum of 2 electrons. Second rule will be each molecular orbital can accommodate maximum of 2 electrons. Can accommodate maximum of 2 electrons. So each molecular orbital can accommodate maximum of 2 electrons. This is according to what principle? Pauli's exclusion principle. And number 3rd, the orbitals having the same energy are first filled singly before the pairing begins. So molecular orbitals of a same energy, molecular orbitals of same energy, molecular orbitals of same energy are first filled singly before the pairing begins. Are first filled singly before the pairing begins. Am I clear? First filled singly before the pairing begins. First filled singly and then the pairing start. And then the pairing start. And then pairing start. Then the pairing start. As for example, suppose we have to fill the electron in px and py. Since they are of the same energy, so first of all they are to be filled up singly, and it is only and only then the pairing of the orbitals will take place. This first rule was as per the above principle. The second rule was as per the Pauli's exclusion principle, and third rule is as per the Hund's rules of a maximum multiplicity. Am I getting clear? So, what is the heading, student? It is an energy level diagram. You must have been observing over here, I have not made any energy level diagram. Yes or not? But in fact, when the lecture continues further, which will be of course the next lecture, I will be making the energy level diagram based on this energy level sequence in the increasing level of energy. The molecular orbital with the lower energy will be at the lower side, molecular orbital with the higher energy will be at the upper side. Fine. So, we will continue with this lecture. I will make this as a lecture part A. In the part B of this lecture, am I getting clear? In the part B of this lecture, I will explain to you how to make molecular orbital diagrams and how to ascertain that whether the molecule will be existing in nature, I mean to say whether they are stable or unstable in nature. That will be discussed after distributing the electrons in this molecular orbital, following these rules and determining the bond order. Am I getting clear? So, in our next lecture, I will explain to you how to find out the bond order and how to make the molecular orbital diagram, how to write down the molecular orbital configuration and then make the molecular orbital diagram as per this energy level sequence. I hope you must have been understanding what I want to teach to you. First of all, atomic orbital combines to form a molecular orbital. We discussed the formation of molecular orbital of a covalent compounds with the help of a modern concept of covalent bonds and with the hybridization concept. Now the molecule is formed. Now we are learning how the electrons are distributed in the molecular orbital through a theory which is called as a molecular orbital theory. With this, students, I am summing up this lecture. In our next lecture, we will try to learn how to make the molecular orbital diagrams and how to arrange the molecules in the decreasing or the increasing order of stability. We will meet again in the next lecture. Till then, thank you.